Hey guys, Steve Welch here, standing in front of a Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro, top of the line Sequoia, and I'm going to show you the install of the Fitcam-X. And these are cameras, dash cameras that are custom molded for individual vehicles. So now this install is going to be the same for a Sequoia as it is for a Tundra, but you're going to find they've got a full line of pretty much no matter what car you got, whether it's a Toyota, Jeep, anything else, they got a full line of stuff for you. I'm gonna show you how to install the one on this Sequoia here right now. We're gonna show you first off what's in the box from Fitcam when you order this dash camera. First off, you'll see a couple of boxes. Don't get rid of this. That's not a spacer. I'll show you that in a second. You're gonna open this up. Look on the inside. First off, you'll get your owner's manual that's there, of course, and then you have your support card right there. And then it's really cut and dry. You've got your piece that's gonna go up top. Pulled it out of the bubble wrap there, and I'm gonna slide it out of here. But you can see your camera, everything right there, the cord that you need for it. Now they do have an option to get one with the rear camera, which will give you 2 cords. You just have to route the rear camera. This one's just the front. And then you'll see inside here, you have your pieces. So this right here is a card reader, right? That's your pigtail, which you'll have to plug in here in a second. And then that's just for tucking the wires should you need to use that, or possibly you can even push off the piece when you do this. I'm going to show you all that here right now. So what's next? Well, we got to remove the cover over here just above the mirror over the lane departure system and the camera that's right there. Easy way to do it. Now it's got to slide down, right? Easy way to do that is to try to take this cover off first, right? It's just going to pop down. It's pretty easy to get off. And then you put your 2 thumbs on either side and push this down, or you can kind of put your fingers right here and give that a push, and you'll see that will pop down. One of that other side clip's still holding on this one. So just give it a push. Now it popped down. Like I said, not hard to do. And what I want to show you is you have these 2 little clips that are on the inside here, and I'll try to get us in some light here where you can see that. 2 little clips that are right there. So what you'll see up here, you got a lot of things that are up here. What you're going to need to do now is you are going to need to fit this little connector right here into the system. You'll have this little tab that's right there. So I'll put this out of my hands here, push that little tab down, give it a little wiggle, and you know, once you get it released, wiggle out. Keep pushing the mirror out of the way if you need to. So now we've got that out. You can't plug this in the wrong way. You see which side you need, you can tell, but you're gonna plug that side into that, this side into the top right there. All right, all plugged. You're gonna end up having to route this, so just kind of remember that when you're kind of looking to see which way is gonna look best to route. The next thing you'll need is this piece here. It's actually not that hard to hook that up. There's only one way it can go as well. So next thing we wanna do is we need to remove those 2 little clips that we saw that were right here. So it's kind of hard sometimes to do with one hand, but you just kind of put your fingers around these little clips. Try not to lose them, but sometimes you got to pull down on the bottom and pull up on the top at the same time. I've gotten kind of decent at doing this with one hand, but now we've got it to where it'll pop off. And I'm going to pop off the opposite side, doing the exact same thing, making sure not to lose the one that I've already pulled off. At that point, you're pretty well done with this piece. Kind of set it off to the side, and you're going to come back over to your new piece here. But I'll try to get it to where you guys can take a good peek at it here. Like I said, make sure you don't drop it. Just saying. But you just kind of slide this on from the back side, and I'm covering it, but you'll see it just kind of, you'll hear it pop in when it clips in there. Grab your other clip. Right now, it doesn't matter which side they're on, it just matters that they're on. Right, there's your other one. So the next thing you want to do before we plug that in is we want to go ahead and pull this piece off right here, so you can see both sides are off here. Now if you look at the one that came off, you'll notice there's a difference between this one and between this one, right? This is the new one that came off. So if you have a different size mirror, you don't have the digital mirror, you leave the smaller one intact. But it has a way that you can pop that out if you're doing the other one. What I like to do is take the new one, let it stay with the old one, and just keep the one that came off. It's gonna fit usually perfectly for us. right? So now we've got everything set up here. Next thing to do is to hook it up right here to that. So this, what I always like to do is pull this little blue cover here. I like to pull that off. You just kind of rub it, it'll come right off right there and expose that camera at this point. Reason being is that once it's up there, it can be a little bit more difficult to try to do that. All right, and then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna kind of line this up so you can see over here where these tabs go, over here and over here. That's where those tabs are going to clip into. So you got to line it up, but you can't just like push it on there. You have to slide it from the back up. So it's really easy to do that. So now it's all pushed in there. You can see I've got the plug-in is there, right? I'm going to take this panel again, right? Slide it in here, or not this one. I'm going to take this panel right here, right? I'm going to slide this back into the same spot that it came out of, right? And then pop this up and clip it in. Doesn't take too very long to put this in, but then we have to connect it to the Fitcam-X app, right? So now if you have your vehicle, and you've already paired it with like Toyota here, if you have your vehicle paired, you may have to actually shut off your CarPlay, which isn't really hard to do. If you're having to come in and do it here, you just hit this button right here, Bluetooth, hit, you know, whatever the phone is, right? Hit this and shut off the CarPlay part. So if you do that, you're good, right? So just however you want to do it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna start looking. So you see how it says car cam right here? So I'm gonna click on car cam, right? Enter password. Your password is always 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's from the factory. You can change that here in a second, right? So it's gonna say checking the quality, and it's gonna tell you there's no internet, right? And then you can say just keep it, whatever. A plane flying overhead like normal. All right, so I'm just gonna hit connect only this time, that's fine. So then I'm gonna go into the Fitcam-X app, which I have right here, right? Clear cache, so it closed, trying to clear, whatever, clear cache, I don't care. But I've opened this app obviously several times because I've done a bunch. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna open the Fitcam app. You can see the camera right here. I'm gonna hit connect. All right, so it saw the camera I was looking for. I'm gonna hit back over here. And you see it shows that I'm starting to connect here. And it could take a couple of minutes. There's also what you do if you had to pull it. Now it shows camera connected, right? And you can see straight ahead again from what we're looking at here. I have right here, if I turn my phone sideways, you can get the full look. You obviously can see date, time, you can see all that right there. Shows even the Fitcam-X. So, and then if you wanted to, you could always take a picture, right? Take a picture, you can pause the recording, you can do whatever you want to do there. But also what you can do is come into your camera settings right here. Come into your camera settings, you can turn on or off sound recording. I know this particular person doesn't care to have the sound recording on. You can adjust your resolution if you want to, you know, a little bit less, a little bit more, whatever resolution that you want it to record at. You know, hey, best is always the best, right? But it's going to not give you as much space on your card, right? So here's your loop recording here, exposure compensation. You could have a time watermark. You could shut off the time if you want to. Collision sensing, I like to at least make that medium. Parking guard, well, if you're watching if it's parking is watching for you to see if there's motion detected while you're parking. You can see your card right there is 64 gigs, says 58.3. It's already formatted for it. And then it shows your password. You can click right here to change your password. So if you want to change that, you can do that. But it shows everything that you could possibly want to do on your camera settings. Come back over here. You can come back out into your main settings here, and you can see everything's going to get updated. And it is, once again, pictures, pause it, whatever you want to do, you can do. But now the camera is 100% installed in about 15 minutes, and you saw the tools that I needed. Once again, just my hands on the tools. So hopefully that helped you guys out to know how to install it. Like I said, this is for a Sequoia. This will also work for a Tundra. And I definitely appreciate Fitcam for sponsoring the video as well. And if you guys would, I'm gonna have a link to the Amazon store for Fitcam right below this video here. if you click on that, it definitely helps me out as well. So definitely feel free to do what you guys want to do. But if you're looking for a gift, something for Christmas, or just, you know, whatever's coming up, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, this is a great gift. Dash cams, I don't think they're optional anymore, just to be quite honest with you. And if you can get a good one that's not able to be unplugged by somebody, which you can see that one's not going to be something easily unplugged by somebody, that right there, that's beautiful. So you guys tell me what you guys think. But Steve Welch here, like I said, just showing you how to install this on the 2022 and newer Toyota Sequoia and Toyota Tundras. You guys tell me what you guys think. You guys have a great day, and I'm going to talk to you soon. Bye.